Have you ever wondered how a new pope's first decisions could shake the entire Catholic Church? Just weeks after Pope Leo XIV, the first American-born pope, took the throne in May 2025, he made 10 shocking bishop appointments that reveal a bold vision for the Church's future. Today, we'll dive into who these bishops are, where they're serving, and what this means for your faith. Is this a sign of a renewed church or a continuation of Pope Francis's legacy? Stick around until the end to uncover a secret behind these choices that most Catholics have never heard. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell to stay updated on vital spiritual messages. In this video, we'll explore the first 10 bishop appointments of Pope Leo XIV. The initial clues to how he'll lead over 1 billion Catholics in these challenging times. Let's get started. Imagine a pope who once walked the dusty roads of Peru as a missionary, now tasked with steering the global church through turbulent times. Pope Leo XIV, formerly Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, has wasted no time making his mark. His first 10 bishop appointments are like brushstrokes on a canvas, painting a picture of the Church's future. Let's start with Father Jean Pelletier, the new bishop of Mende, France. With over 30 years serving parishes and shaping seminarians, he's a beacon of humility and spiritual depth. His appointment feels like a page from Pope Francis's playbook, who urged bishops to be shepherds who smell of their sheep. But could this be a hint of something even bigger? Is Pope Leo XIV signaling a church rooted in quiet service? Or is he laying the groundwork for a seismic shift? Now, let's travel to Spain, where Father Daniel Palau Valero steps into the role of Bishop of Lleida. At 53, he's not just a pastor with a heart for his flock, but a scholar with a doctorate from the Pontifical Gregorian University, diving deep into Vatican II's teachings on the Church's sacramental nature. Isn't that striking? This choice suggests Pope Leo XIV wants leaders who can bridge the gap between timeless faith and modern challenges, like debates over women's roles or the rise of artificial intelligence. A parishioner in Lleida shared how Father Palau's sermons inspired her to return to confession after years away. Doesn't that show the power of a bishop who speaks to both heart and mind? In Brazil, Father Walter Magno de Carvalho takes the helm as Bishop of Itaituba, a former seminary rector and auxiliary bishop under Pope Francis. He's steeped in the art of forming priests. His appointment raises a question. Will he fortify the Church's foundation by training faithful clergy? Or is Pope Leo XIV envisioning a bolder mission for Brazil's growing Catholic population? Picture a young seminarian under his guidance, finding purpose in serving remote parishes. This could be the fruit of such a choice. Hold on to your seats for this next one. Father Bayazit Grulli, appointed Bishop of St. Gallen, Switzerland, at just 54, making him the youngest bishop in the country. He's stirred waves by suggesting the priesthood shouldn't be exclusively male, a stance that sparked heated debates. What do you make of that? This bold move shows Pope Leo XIV isn't shying away from tough conversations, perhaps paving the way for dialogue on the Church's future. A Swiss Catholic shared how Father Grulli's openness inspired her to rethink her role in the parish. Could this be a spark for renewal? Back in Brazil, Father Antonio Emilio Villar becomes the first archbishop of the newly elevated Archdiocese of São José do Rio Preto. His decades of pastoral work embody the call to live among the people, serving the poor and forgotten. Imagine a family in his diocese finding hope through his outreach programs. Doesn't that echo the mercy St. Faustina spoke of? This appointment hints at Pope Leo XIV's focus on strengthening the Church in regions where faith is flourishing. Now, let's journey to Italy, where Father Giuseppe Moretti is named Bishop of Bergamo. At 60, he's renowned for homilies that weave mercy into everyday life, having worked tirelessly with Catholic charities. One story stands out. He once spent hours counseling a struggling family, helping them find peace through prayer and practical support. Doesn't that tug at your heart? This choice underscores Pope Leo XIV's emphasis on compassion and social engagement, a call to live out the gospel in action. In France, Archbishop Hervé Giraud continues leading Saint-Osaire, guiding souls through retreats and synodal discussions. His work echoes Saint Faustina's teaching. Prayer is the key to unlocking heaven's door. Picture a retreat led by him, where a weary soul rediscovers God's love. Could you use that renewal? In Venezuela, Bishop Victor Hugo Basabe, Bishop of San Carlos, brings serenity to a nation in turmoil. A parishioner shared how his gentle words brought peace amid crisis. Doesn't that reflect a bishop's impact? In Argentina, Archbishop Juan Alberto Puigari, Archbishop of Paraná, upholds Pope Francis's passion for social justice, serving the marginalized. Imagine him visiting a poor neighborhood, offering hope through action. That's the Church alive. In the Republic of Congo, Bishop Gilles Armel Kema, Bishop of Ouesso, inspires with his vision for Africa's vibrant faith. A young Congolese Catholic, moved by his leadership, might share the gospel. Doesn't that show a global church? Finally, Bishop Manuel Joaquim Gomes Quintas, Bishop of Faro, Portugal, serves the poor in the Algarve. His dedication reflects Pope Leo XIV's heart for society's edges. These leaders, whether newly appointed or steadfast, raise a question. What kind of church is Pope Leo XIV shaping? So, how can you join this new era? Start by praying for these bishops, asking the Holy Spirit to guide them. Each day, spend 5 minutes examining your conscience before confession. As Saint Faustina taught, a pure soul receives abundant graces. Attend Mass more often to connect with your community, or pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet at 3 p.m. You might feel your soul transform. One woman shared that daily chaplet prayers brought her peace she hadn't known for years. Try reading the Catechism or reflecting on the 10 Commandments to deepen your faith. A young man in France said, weekly Mass gave him purpose. Journal your spiritual journey, noting how prayer changes you. These leaders call you to live your faith boldly. Are you ready? Today, we've uncovered Pope Leo XIV's vision through his bishop appointments, blending new leaders like Bishop Michael Pham with steadfast shepherds like Archbishop Hervé Giraud. From humility to bold dialogue, these choices unite tradition and renewal. Saint Faustina reminds us, a pure soul receives abundant graces. So, what's your next step? Start today. Pray the Rosary, examine your conscience daily, or attend Mass to deepen your faith. Don't let this chance to grow closer to God slip away. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your faith story in the comments. Check out our next video on praying correctly to unlock abundant graces. May God bless you.